Welcome to the tutorial for this open house graphic. Now, I love this graphic so much, and I say it at the beginning of every tutorial, but you can fully customize this to say whatever you want, so it doesn't have to be an open house, but I can't wait to show you all about this asset, so let's jump right in. Okay, so when you open your project file, this is what you are going to see. So let's go through this. Now, right now it says open house, so maybe we don't want it to say open house. Let's say we want it to say new listing. So we'll go to this layer here that says open house. Again, you can toggle on and off to make sure you're doing the right thing. But you'll go here, and so let's say we want this up here to say new listing. Great, and now listing's a little big, so we're gonna drop that guy down so it fits in this oval. And then it's touching listings, we'll add a little bit of bleeding. Great, and then maybe instead of message me for details, we want it to say swipe right for pictures. Okay, so that is updated. Now you'll see that it says open in the background here. Again, if we're saying new listing, open doesn't necessarily make sense. So I'm just gonna click on one of these layers here, which I can tell is controlling it by toggling it on and off. I can't tell unless my playhead is there. So perfect, I'll double click on that to open it. And so instead of open, we'll change that to new. Okay, so now that it says new, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to character, and I'm just gonna space this out a little bit more because you don't need it to really change height-wise, but you do want it to feel more of this like full composition, so that when you come up to here, you can still say that you can still see that it says new. Okay, so now that is good to go and looks fabulous. Now the next thing is if you want to, you can add a picture here. So I have a picture layer that is naturally just going to be toggled off in the project file, but I can turn that on, and then I can pull in a picture. So I'm going to pull one into assets. I'm going to open this picture composition, and then I'm going to select what I have provided for you, which is this picture right here. And then I'm going to just hold option and pull in my kitchen picture. And then as you can see, it's actually not an oval right now, so I'm going to want to scale that up and make sure it fills the oval. And then we can go back, and just like that, you've added your own picture. And again too, you may want to change the color of your text just so it pops against the picture. So go to effects, change to color, and then go to black. Beautiful, and now I can see that. The other thing that I may want to change the color of is the background. So this shape layer at the bottom, you can see it's not a change to color, but it's a gradient ramp. So if you don't want it to be a gradient, you can just set both of the colors to be the exact same, and it'll just be a solid color. But let's say I want to change this to be blue and green, maybe like a light green. Perfect. Okay, so now that is ready to go, and I have my new color. The other thing is, if you didn't add a picture to this, I'm going to turn that off. This new listing oval, I would want to match my background. So that is going to be this shape layer here. Again, you can toggle off to find it. And then you're going to drop this down, effects, change the color. And then instead of this orange, I'm going to pick a color that is in this gradient that I think looks nice. So kind of somewhere in the middle is what I've been doing, kind of like this blue. Perfect. So I'm gonna close this, and if I did want to change the color of this line that's going around, I can do that too. So maybe I'm gonna do like a harsher blue. Again, not really spending much time on colors here, going through it quickly, so you would really want to play with it and dial it in and make sure that it pops. So that's updating that. And then per usual, you have this white bar here at the bottom where you can add your own information, type what you want, all of that. And then how to change any font in this entire project. You select it, you go down here, pick a new font. That font is not readable at all, so I pick another one. Also not readable, what in the world? Cool, so we'll go with that one. And for this white bar is the perfect place to add in your logo, your headshot, all of that. So I'm gonna just add in this equal housing. Great, make sure it fills the whole workspace. Twirl this down, scale it down, and then just move it to wherever you need it to be, to where it looks great. Okay, so also within this project file is a different version of this where it's more focused on the picture. So you can tell that that picture I updated earlier by opening this picture composition, it already updated it in here as well. Now, this one, the messaging looks a little bit different. So let's say I want it to say new listing message me for details. Now you can see that listing is actually doesn't have like that background behind it. So we're gonna go to this shape layer 2, which you can tell is under it. Again, you can toggle on and off to tell exactly what you're working on. But what you're gonna wanna do is select this box that is like for that line and double click it and then just drag it out to where there's enough space where your whole word has a background. So again, I'll do that again. Click on it, click on the box you need, double click on one of those squares, and then you can just drag it however you need it to be. Perfect. You change the colors and everything the exact same way in this composition. It's super simple. And then we also obviously have a story version of both as well that you edit the same exact way. It's super simple, super eye-grabbing, and I just love the really bold colors that you can use with this one, and it's not like, wow, you're using green. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to start playing and using this asset on your social media. If you have any questions, please let us know and we'd love to help.